That is how easy the technology is really for you guys, for people to adopt it for different purposes. For building industry, it's a very exciting area because everybody has buildings. How many buildings you go in there, you learn to have a video screen, you learn to have some gadget there, you can control your home so that nobody can come in or that. You learn to have that, right? But do you know it costs money right now if you buy all those gadgets? We open source, it makes everything possible. If you have any problem in the building, I've done many buildings, I can share with you. This is one of the typical open source community portal, which is open source available. You can customize it, modify it, you can change the screen, make it your own, and take pictures of that if you want. Right? And it is possible that you can have an open source build everything. You have all the shop facility booking, event booking, the surveillance, how you do it, and forum with classified advertisements. Okay, all that. The management system, if your apartment, some of them renting out, you can actually have a hotel management system to rent out the room for people who want to. Surveillance, the camera with surveillance, community switch so that everybody can switch. This is open source.
We're going to take a short tea break, and when we come back, we're going to do the one more speaker, which is Cisco, with some demonstration. We do a forum, and then we do lucky draws. Okay, so half an hour tea break. Sponsors are outside. Mingle around with them, and I'll see you back here at 3:30. All right, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think some of the folks are still outside. Maybe you can invite them to come in. So thanks, Benita, for the introduction, and also thanks for inviting Cisco on this Asterisk conference. And maybe you're wondering why Cisco is participating in this Asterisk conference. Actually, we do have our IP phone range that can actually interoperate with Cisco. So we have come to the most exciting part of the conference. After the session, we will have the lucky draw. And the lucky draw will be giving out a Cisco small business IP phone. Not the traditional Cisco Classic phone, because the traditional Classic IP phones can only work with Cisco Call Manager or Cisco Call Control. So with our small business SPA IP phones, it can actually interoperate with Asterisk. Okay, so I'm here to discuss our full range of IP endpoints that can work with Asterisk. Basically, having the SIP support to be able to interoperate with open source PBX like Asterisk. Okay, so I have a few slides, but actually this is one of the most important slides that I would like to share with you. So again, Cisco supports SIP standard and a premier provider of IP endpoints fully interoperable with Asterisk. Okay, so that's one of the key messages that we would like to convey to you, especially with the Asterisk community that is promoting open source PBX like Asterisk. Okay, why do we, what is our proof in terms of supporting this SIP standard or open source Asterisk? So, just a quick background about our full range of IP endpoints that actually running on SIP. So, last 2005, Cisco acquired this company called Sipura. So, Sipura is actually a VoIP vendor that actually sells phone adapters. So that time, it was sold under the Linksys brand. It's basically an analog telephone adapter. So that it will be able, the combination of the analog telephone adapter plus an analog phone or a fax machine to be able to deliver VoIP service to mainly residential customers or even businesses that requires analog telephone adapter interface or even fax over IP capability. Okay. So aside from that, With the acquisition of Sipura company in 2005, we became the leading driver for the IETF SIP standard. So as you know, a lot of different companies contributed. So one of the main driver for this SIP standard is Cisco, being able to acquire Sipura as the leading VoIP provider that time. Okay. We are a premier provider for ATAs, analog telephone adapters, as I mentioned. We have a full range of analog telephone adapters. We are selling most of it through our mostly residential customers, because for those who are not ready to migrate to full IP phone based terminals, we have the analog telephone adapter as a very cost-effective solution that can actually convert an analog phone to be able to interface with VoIP. And aside from that, we have a full range of gateways and IP handsets. So we initially launched the SPA 900 series, and then which eventually transitioned to our current IP phone range, which is the SPA 500 and SPA 300. Okay. Another background information that I would like to share is that around 3 years ago, Cisco formed this small business technology group. So when there was some transition on the products within Cisco, so the VoIP products moved to under Cisco small business. So basically, this technology group promotes products and solutions that is very cost effective to be sold to our small business customers. So this particular products and solutions is very cost effective and also able to address the needs of small business in terms of feature set and also the price point. And lastly, I would like to share with you that we have recently joined, for those of you who are familiar with Astricon, last year we were able to join. So we have a very successful partnership with Astricon. That's why we see the value of being able to participate in OSTConference as the leading conference for Asterisk here in Asia. Okay. Okay. For those of you who are not familiar with Cisco solutions, these are all the different solutions that we offer under Cisco, wherein we have a full range from the low-end unified communication system up to the enterprise-grade solution. So as you know, Cisco has been very popular and very successful in enterprise solutions. So aside from these platforms, of course, we support the Asterisk call control to be able to deliver voice solutions. And aside from Asterisk, we also see the value of integrating with ITSP or Internet Telephony Service Providers. So we have actually a separate group really focusing on selling through our service provider partners. Okay. Okay, so this is our full range of Cisco IP phone portfolio. We're very proud of our IP phone portfolio being the top vendor for IP telephony. And out of this IP phone models, we actually have a few range that can actually support the Asterisk and open source SIP. So we have the 300 series. We have the 500 series IP phones. And included in the 500 series is also the SPA 525G2. So in the next slide, I will take a few minutes to run through each of these IP endpoints that we can actually interoperate with Asterisk. I hope you really understand the value of the brand that Cisco is bringing into this space. So as you know, we have been a market leader in terms of enterprise solutions, and with our brand and presence in the enterprise space, we would like to also extend capturing the opportunities in the SMB. So that's why we have the Cisco Small Business Initiative, and part of it is actually our SPA IP phones. So if you're being part of the Asterisk community, this will be a good proposal for you to look into integrating